So what to do with the Castro Theater's interior? The question lingers after a live music company called Another Planet Entertainment took over, saying that they would remodel the inside.
Well, what's going on? Crown 4's Sogomonian has an update on the debate. A lot of back and forth here, a little brouhaha, huh?
You could say that. And no one's really arguing that there needs to be something differently done in there to bring more business to the Castro Theater, but they do want to make sure that it still honors the theatrical component of it. So they're trying to come up with a plan to compromise with the community members who are concerned about honoring the theater experience. The Castro Theater was built in 1922 and is considered one of the best preserved movie palaces in the country. It was designated a registered landmark in 1977. Another Planet Entertainment has partnered up with its owners to revamp the site and again try to bring in more business. So they're behind other live music venues in town like the Independent and the Fox Theater in Oakland, but nonprofits like the LGBTQ Cultural District and the San Francisco Heritage worry over plans to gut out the seats. They're stressing the importance of maintaining that iconic site as a space where people can continue to go to for film screenings. So the stakeholders have not yet sat down with these groups to discuss, and today Supervisor Aaron Peskin imposed a 2-week deadline to do so.
Secret sauce here is that they need to get into the film business or find an operator, and the community has offered to operate the facility when they're not using it for entertainment as a film venue.
And really what is at stake is also the opening of that theater for more than 100 and, half of the year. So one of the new proposals for that theater in the new business plan is to actually be closed half the year. And that is what the community is curious about. Can't we keep this building open more often to show films and keep with that historic character?
Planet Entertainment did not respond for comment, but has this pledge up on their website saying APE recognizes that cinema remains at the heart of the Castro Theater and is dedicated to keeping film an integral component of the theater's programming. The APE pledges that 33% of programming at the theater will be devoted to film screenings and festivals. So what is to come remains to be seen.
What do you think?
We are not in the business of opinions.
Oh, whoa, put her on the spot. As we look at that beautiful scenery in back of you, it is certainly a one-off, so hopefully they can maintain the grandeur.
Yeah, and I just hope that,
at the same time.
To a certain degree, most of the community at least comes away with this feeling like a good compromise was found.
Okay.
That sounds like an opinion, though.
Thanks, Ella.